Welcome back to another episode of Youth in the Pen, episode 43. Today we've got Vice Chairman on. Jason, how you doing?
Yeah, very good, mate. Very good yourself.
Yeah, all good, thanks. Frank, you good?
All good, mate. All good. All good, Jace.
Happy days. Right, we've got quite a nice one this week. Two pretty comprehensive results to carry on the two teams that are really shining, both our first teams. Should we go into the men's first team first? Chronological order?
Yep.
Yeah, let's do it.
Sounds good. So, went 1-0 down, not ideal. Bit of a jammy goal, deflection, shot from the edge of the box, loops over Tommy's head. Them type of goals, you're then thinking, is it going to be one of them days, I think? Something like that.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, I mean, to be honest, Frank, well, you watched it as well, but Frank obviously was there as well. It was a miserable day. Absolutely miserable day. The weather was horrendous. It was almost like we was playing at night. It was that dark.
Yeah.
And the first half was abysmal. Like, it was just an abysmal game of football. I think, to be fair to them, they probably could have had a couple, if I'm honest. They probably deservedly was in front. And then, I don't know what happened in the change rooms at half time, but obviously same change because the game just completely flipped. But I think it was always going to be one of them games. It could have probably quite easily been 6 to them, like at some point as well. It was just a messy game of football.
Yeah. Well, as you say, with the weather, I've got to say, it was over here at a 10 o'clock kickoff, and the weather I think was 4 times as hot. It looked disgusting. It was like that is one of that was one of the first times that I thought I'm so glad I'm over here because it looked disgusting. There was rain on the camera everywhere. No, as you say, it's those sort of games you can get drawn into drawing them, can't you? A bit of scrappy one or two. So we won 6-1 in the end. For anyone who hasn't seen the result, as I say, we went 1-0 down. Bobby then equalised in the first half. Did either of you know that's Bobby's first goal for the club?
Well, yeah.
No, actually, I'm sure statistician Frank will know.
Well, we had a bit of an argument because when the weather was so bad, we couldn't even see down that end to see who scored, but we all thought it was Bob, and then when we found out it was, I was like, I swear he scored.
To be honest, we thought it was Tommy Barnacle because the header went back.
Yeah.
And I just assumed it went straight in.
Yeah.
We didn't actually realise Bob had scored, and then To be fair, I didn't really think that was Bobby's first goal. It seems like he should have had more.
It's his first league goal, isn't it? He scored in a friendly, and then everyone was telling me that don't count, and I was like, well, of course it counts. He scored. So.
It don't go on my stats though. So.
Oh, come on. Okay. No, but I remembered him scoring. I do remember him scoring. I just obviously, and everyone was like, "No, he ain't scored." I was like, "He's definitely scored." Okay. But yeah, it turned out it was a pretty.
It's his first competitive goal for his throw.
First competitive goal, but he had scored.
Did we have a second first as well? Was it Purdy's first penalty goal?
Yeah.
Yeah, he scored 2 goals and a penalty and a free kick. Yeah.
But to be fair, it was another set piece.
Yeah. So Bobby equalised. Lewis Rowe then scored a very good goal.
It's his first goal, wasn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, that was.
Yeah, I've got
lovely.
That was a classy goal. That one.
It was
lovely goal.
You know what I love as well? It sounds stupid. I love when they score and then they run round the back of the goal. That's like.
I get you.
It's nice. It's good to watch because they're so close to the byline. Run round, just go nuts.
Because it was sort of not. I'm not taking anything away from Tommy Barnacle's goal previously, where he sort of dribbled around a few players. Yeah, but that's quite bobbly. This was very clean. He sort of just cleanly took it round. Yeah, what was it, 2 players, I think, and then sort of the angle was very tough as well.
And that's the thing. You look at the point where he picked it up from. He was probably 25 yards out, right on the byline.
Yeah.
Then cut inside one, out in. Yeah, it was a very nice goal anyway. And then Tommy scored his first. And then Salter scored. And then Tommy scored again. And then Purdy scored. It's a nice 6-1 result. The Rocks keep rocking. Top of the league still, with a game in hand. It's looking pretty good, isn't it, at the top?
Yeah, I don't think we expected to be. I mean, look, don't get me wrong. I'm not sitting here saying I expected to not be at the top because I did sort of expect us to be near the top end of the table, but to be 4 points clear and
a game in hand.
Game in hand. It couldn't be going any better, if I'm honest with
No.
And we've just signed Newby. So as if it couldn't get any better, we then get another quality signing.
It's little.
Yeah, and I think.
Sorry, go on, Jace.
No, go on. You go. Carry on.
I don't think anyone realises how much he's going to bring to that team. He's going to bring so much from a experience side. Even little things that I saw on Saturday on the VO, it's just like no one else in our team would do that. Like the ball gets cleared, and he chested it down to Bobby, who was in centre mid. No one else would think to do that. I don't think anyway. That's just my opinion.
And I think that'll only improve as well.
Yeah,
that'll only improve. And I think he's he played at centre back in this game.
Yeah.
And I mean, I don't know where he's going to play in the future, but from the conversations I've been having, they want him to slot in at centre back because obviously we've not really had a steady back three or back two most of the season. So if you can get someone like him just in there every single game, no matter who we bring in beside him, if we have to change it up, I think it'd help massively.
He's just badge experience. He's seen the game plenty of times, and he's even played at Wembley and won a game. So that's pretty good, isn't it?
And I've got to mention, his tweet post game. I don't know if anyone sees his tweet post game within the changing rooms.
Yeah,
brilliant. He's come straight in. Obviously, he's played at a high level. He's managed at a high level. Some people might think he's not. He's come in and he's like, "What is this?" But he's fully, from what I can see, embraced it. Happy to be there. Loves being back where he belongs. It's just nice to see.
Yeah. Well, he called it home, didn't he? He called it home, and that's the way we want this club to feel, isn't it? So that's great.
It is nuts. It's a complete full circle moment, especially for me anyway, because I was there in the team, watching that team as everyone knows since I was a kid. But when I had my 9th birthday down at the old ground, and they said pick 3 players, and I said Richard Ray, the old goalkeeper, Max Cornell, who's still captain of hashtag, and Chris Newby, and that I was 9. I'm now 23 years old. 14 years later, he's come back to the club, and you go through all that time. He wouldn't walk past you without saying hello and things like that. He's just a genuine guy, and he just wants people who he knows and who he likes to do well. So,
and I think we've got some cracking young players who obviously we've already got like Princey, Salter, who are slightly older and more experienced, but to have someone in there who's more experienced but also played at a high level, I think if we over the years, hopefully we consistently get players like that.
And that's
no matter what level we're at.
100%. And that's the thing. I think I might pick up different things where I'm watching it on the VO, because, for example, if I've got the volume up and I'm watching anyone, I can hear him 80% of the time, and it's just little things, as I said before. So it's great to have him back. He sounds like he's enjoying it, and it's definitely a real asset to have back on board. A lot of experience at a couple of definitely a couple higher levels than what we're playing at. But obviously he's not quite the spring chicken he used to be. But he's still a lot of value to us. So that was Saturday. Another win, still top of the league, still 4 points clear with a game in hand. No men's reserves game. Because of a cup refixture or something that was mentioned to me. So the ladies move on to Sunday, and the ladies. So we started the league in second before Sunday. We played 8, won 6, drawn 2, and we remained unbeaten. Won 5-0, another comprehensive result. Vicky with another 2 goals. It's a absolute. Just keep scoring. It's mad. Obviously, it's similar. I'd probably put her in the same sort of category as Newby, just the other end of the pitch completely. She's played at slightly higher level. She knows her game. She knows the game that we're playing, and she scored a few already. I think she's already up to 18 in 8 games or something like that.
I'll see. So unfortunately, I didn't watch this week's game, but I was at last week's game. I haven't seen too much of the women's, I've got to be honest, but admittedly, last week when they won 10-0, the other team had 1 player less, and so it was a little bit of an advantage. But I was quite impressed with 2 or 3 of the girls. I mean, I was impressed with all the girls, but in particular, like you, Vicky, Shelley. It's just I can't believe we've literally got 2 first team teams, top of the league.
Yeah.
And like,
Both of them
chatting to Irv. Yeah, I was chatting to Irv before that game, just sort of like gauging what his expectation was prior to the season starting. And he sort of said like he just wanted to compete. As the season's gone on, I think that expectations got higher and higher because they're sort of the women are not just winning, they're battering teams. To be honest, that's just it's brilliant. And I've got visions of 2 captains at the end of the season with a trophy or 2 in each hand. So
pretty good.
Wonderful.
Wouldn't mind that at all. So yeah, as I say, Vicky scored a couple. Michelle also scored 3. So yeah, now top by 1 point and a game in hand with Lee losing to Hutton. And I was looking the other day, I think I mentioned it last week as well, and it just shows the 2 games that we haven't won are against now 2nd and 3rd in the table. So it shows the level that we're playing at. And as you say, Jason, I think those expectations have naturally gone higher without even squad changing. It's just you don't quite know where you're going to be, and then
I mean, if you're top of the league,
it's only natural.
If you're top of the league and you've already played the 2nd and 3rd teams, a bit similar to our men's team where we've played the better teams. That's a good sign, you know. I know that even if they did lose them games, they're still top of the league after playing them. So, it's good.
Very good indeed. So yeah, after 2 games, 6 points, both teams top of the league with a game in hand. Can't get much better than that. I did not think I'd be saying that 18 months ago anyway. Let's put it that way. It's very nice. And as you said, Jason, first year for the ladies, and we're really reaping the rewards of having them over. I think they're loving it as well. So long may it continue, eh?
Yeah, I think like you said it there, first year for the ladies, but 2nd year for the men's. Like,
it's mad.
I think at the minute, like every part of the club is successful. Like we've got first team men, 2nd year, top of the league, women, top of the league, first year. Reserves, forget the results. We've had 2 reserves. We had a reserve starting on Saturday. I think we did mention that, but that's quite a good thing to mention. We've got reserve players playing in the first team, which is the ultimate goal of the reserves. We're not brought the reserves in to storm through leagues. Like we want them to feed the first team. And I think to already be seeing them in the first team fold, success as well.
Yeah, that's the thing. Having a look at the stats as well. I think obviously Kieran started on Saturday, which you mentioned, which is great. But if you look at it as a total, I think there's been 10 appearances already from players that had originally been designed to play in the reserves in 14 games, and that's great. It's exactly what it's for. We've also had a couple of players obviously go down from the first team when we didn't have a game, or when they was coming back from injury, and it's, as you say, the results are tough to see, but once you then look backwards from it, you then see, you take that step above and looking down, you then realise how good and how successful it's been already. I thought Kieran done all right Saturday.
Yeah, he didn't look out of place. He did really well.
Yeah. He come on and he's confident. I think his confidence is growing. I think first couple of times I watched him play for the first team, I think that was probably the bit that stood out, where he was a little bit, it's his first games, etc. But as he's getting more and more game time, he seems to be more confident in that. I think,
he's one of those players, isn't he? With his physical size, the more confident he gets, the better he will be, because his big strength is going to be that height and that strength, And I think when you're young, you kind of you feel like, I can't really do that against men. I think the more he plays, the more he will start to assert himself on games, and he's going to be a handful. He is going to be a handful.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, as you say, young. He's only 18. First start, he's already made 6 appearances for the first team, or that might be 7 now. I can go back and check, but I think when Covo first brought him over, I was there at training and I spoke to Kieran as well. He said he's loving it. I think he's just, like with a lot of those boys in the reserves, they're just green. They've got the ability, but they just need a little bit of guidance or just a bit of a belief in them, and then they'll be completely new players. Yeah,
definitely.
Yeah, and I think as we get a reputation as a club of bringing reserves into the first team, the quality of reserves will get better and better and better each year as well. And obviously, hopefully, going forward, we'll have like under 19s, under 18s, whatever. Yeah, it's good building the club from the bottom.
Definitely. Yeah, very nice. So that's the results. Going on to the fixtures now. We've got 3 more games this week. All teams have got a game. We'll start with the first team, the men's first team. Sorry, we are away to Hatfield Peveril. They're 7th. We've played them once already. We won 3-1. So yeah, it's a 2 o'clock kickoff away from home. Obviously, well, yeah, you got to be confident because of how we played so far this year. You can't. No game easy.
Yeah, 100%.
But you're going to go there and expect 3 points, or hope for 3 points.
Yeah. Have you? What was their Hatfield? Did you say 7th? Sorry.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah. I mean, look,
we're through the league.
Target 2 copies, but we should.
Yeah, they've got a centre forward, the Sandford, if I remember.
Yeah.
Their centre forward is quite a good player. He's like a skinny lad, tall boy. He's the one who pushed Harry Prince in the home game.
Yeah.
Into the kids in the side there. But he's actually a really good player. He's a really talented boy. So, yeah, but we quit from the off this time because we had a bit of an off start. So let's not slip back into those habits. let's get the game won nice and early.
Last season, if I remember rightly, the away game that was started off a tough game. I think we had. Is that the one we had Gibbo in goal for Hatfield?
Yeah. So we went 2-0 up.
Yeah.
I think so. That was our performance of the season, I felt.
Yeah.
I think you're right, and I think
that away game was the performance of the season.
If there's any fans watching that are thinking about going to the game, I actually really like their setup down there as well. I think it was a nice place to go, lovely little ground, nice little clubhouse. It sort of had everything. A little bank on the side, if I remember rightly, you can sort of stand at a raised position.
Yeah, 100%. And that's the sort of ground they had. Obviously, putting up a couple of stands. That's the exact type ground that we're going to need if we're looking to go up. It was brilliant. I spoke to a couple of people that were there, and a couple of their officials, and they got some money through the FA, I believe, to get that renovated. But it was really showing how good they'd done there. And as you say, Jason, the bar was good and nice, and it was like a cozy little bar, wasn't it? It felt nice. It felt like the good type of feel you want. So yeah, if anyone is looking at going, it's not the furthest journey, and as we say, it's a nice ground to go to. So hopefully for
lovely little cafe down the road as well. Do you remember that one, Mike?
Yes, I do. That was fantastic.
Or something. I can't remember what it's called.
Yeah, just off the main road. So have a little search up at that. There was also a pub around the corner. I think we picked someone up from there. But yeah,
it might and drop someone off. I think.
Yeah. But yeah, that's the men's first team on Saturday. Get yourselves down if you can. Hopefully for another 3 points and stay top of the league by 4 at least. So that is Saturday 2 o'clock. The reserves are playing at home to Rochford Town, and yeah, I think there'll be, as we've mentioned, results are going to be tough all year, but they'll be trying as good as ever, and I don't believe they're in the right at the top of the league, Rochford Town. So you never know; anyone can beat anyone on their day. We've seen that in all 3 of our leagues that we've played in so far this year. So fingers crossed for a result and get some confidence in the boys.
Yeah, definitely.
I watched the last game. I know they didn't play last weekend, but I watched the one before. They was on the VO. I thought they held the ball quite well. I really did. They actually play some really nice football. They just struggle. They struggle at both ends, which I know sounds really, really bad. But sometimes you're doing everything right, but you just make key mistakes at the back and you're 1-0 down and you don't take your chances and you can't get back into it. So, but I thought every other aspect of their play, they're already starting to gel, and there's some really good players in there, good ball players. I watched them and I thought they're holding the ball so well. They just need that final bit. You know what I mean? They need someone to put the ball in the back of the net, and then obviously just to stop the silly mistakes at the back. But hopefully that will come. I'm sure it will.
Yeah, no, I couldn't agree more. And football's a very tough game. It's tiny little things can cost you a lot. As you say, you misplace one pass, the team's through on goal, and it's most likely 1-0.
Yeah, and I don't. 1-1. I think if you remember, I mean, you only got to go back to when we started. Like it was terrible. You know,
Yeah.
we made mistakes and there was losing games, and they're in there. I mean, I don't know how many games the reserves have played exactly, but they're in the early part of their season. We've got a new
7 or 8, something like that.
yeah, new team, new manager trying to get used to them players. Obviously, I think people need to approach that. It's a little bit different with the reserves as well. For instance, like we've already touched on Kieran. So one week they have a couple of good players, and we might take them out of the team because that is the idea of the reserves, and then it might have a slightly negative impact on the reserves on the Saturday, which I think sometimes we maybe have to just take with a pinch of salt. But overall, like Frank says, their general play is getting better. I think with time, then silly mistakes will probably come out of the game, hopefully.
Yeah, definitely. And as you say, Jace, it's very easy to pass over the fact of first team needing a couple of players, and then automatically you take 2 or 3 of your best players out, and if you've done that for the first team, you're then thinking, oh, well, we might struggle to win today, or it definitely makes the task a lot harder. So, yeah, no, it's as you say, they're doing a good job still, and as you say, Frank, they're still growing and keeping the ball well. That game on the VO definitely wasn't a 4-0 game in my belief, and they could have easily gone 1-0 up. So, yeah, no, it's all progress. And as you say, there are other uses that we've had for the reserves that are invaluable compared to the results.
Yeah. Yeah, I think with them, we can't obsess over the results in a league position. We just got to more look at performances and individual performances than league positions and results. Because
I mean, look,
there's no two team the same.
Yeah, it'd be nice. Look, the boys want to win. Do you know what I mean? It's nice for the boys to get the wins, but obviously we just as a club expect wins, we expect losses. I don't think with a reserve team. I mean, look, I might be proved wrong. You might never ever get that level of consistency that you get with a first team. But obviously, as Michael said, the goals are different. The what we want is different. You know, we want to see players shine, get in the first team, and then be Chris Newby of the future. You know,
definitely,
exactly.
Hopefully, stay around for that long as well.
You never know.
They're at home at 1 o'clock. If you can't get away to Hatfield, pop down the club and see them. So that's both games Saturday, and then the women are in action again on Sunday. They are away to Great Bradfords. I'm not quite sure where they play, but that will be posted on the social media. Again, that they're 6th in the league, so they're no mugs. They know exactly what they're doing, and they've won a few games already this year. So that is 2 p.m. on Sunday away. As I mentioned, the address will be up, but again, they'll be hoping for another good result, won't they, was?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, like you say, I'm no expert on the women's teams in that league. Obviously, we're all learning because it's the first season back. But yeah, I think the expectation is to go out there and win. Don't want to put no pressure on them, but yeah.
No, I couldn't agree more. No, it's nice to see. So, fingers crossed. So that is all the results done. That's all the fixtures done. We'll go on to something slightly different that we've posted on our social media in the last couple of days. We've got a special day on the 29th of November. Jace, do you want to explain a little bit more?
Yeah, so as a lot of people might or might know, I think most people know by now, November is the mental health awareness month. So we got in touch with a group called the Proper Blokes Club probably about a couple of months ago. So they are I spoke to the owner of it. They are a group. They operate all over the country. They do walks. It's a chance for men to get out, do a bit of exercise, but that's not really the goal of it. The goal of it is just to walk, chat, talk. Might want to talk their problems. They might not want to talk their problems. They might want to just talk absolute rubbish like most of us do, just to get their head off of whatever's going on in their life. It's a subject that's pretty close to my heart. I've had a few things in my life go with around suicide. Obviously I won't go into details, but it's touched my life, and I think it's touched most people's life in one way or another. And I think most of us struggle with our mental health at times, regardless of how big that is. We organised with them. So on the 29th of November, we're playing Dedham Old Boys at home. So before that game, at 11 o'clock, we're going to meet at the club with them. And I think they're going to get some of their other groups from other areas involved. And then we're going to go for a walk for an hour. Hopefully we'll get a few players on board, manager, committee members, fans. Hopefully Frank, you'll be there. And we'll have have a walk, have a chat, go back to the club. There'd be some free tea and coffee and cakes and biscuits and whatever. And then if people want to stay and watch the game, they can watch the game. Because I think for me, like, especially us three here, I think it's an example. We met through football. I didn't know that
Yeah.
I think football's a great platform to get out. If you've got problems at home, if something's bothering you, if you've had a stressful week, you can get over the football and you might want to talk about your problems to someone who's not your friend or not your family member, but then you might also just want to stand on the side of the pitch and talk rubbish about the game, how shit it is, excuse my language. Yeah. So I think it's a great thing, and hopefully we can get as many people out as possible. And then you never know. I think they operate on a Tuesday night in Coronum. But I think so if it goes well, perhaps we could do a monthly thing at the club or 2 monthly or whatever. But yeah, it's a good thing.
Yeah,
I like that.
I couldn't agree more. It's yeah, you mentioned Jace. I think it's affected everyone at some point, whether that be themselves. Obviously, you all have bad days. You might have certain things you think you're down about, but and then there's things that you don't know about other people. So it's always good to talk. I think the advert that Norwich City done was fantastic. I don't know if anyone's seen it. If you haven't, go and watch that. But that completely
absolutely brilliant.
That completely sums up why we're doing what we're doing on the 29th. And as I say, Jason, couldn't agree more. Football gives most people an outlet, whether you're
and I think even if you don't like football, you can talk. It gets you out. Might meet some new friends that you might not want new friends, but you might just want to stand there on your own and watch the football. It doesn't matter, but I think it's an outlet to get out of that bad space or negative space that you're in. Also, what I didn't add is the walk is open to all, so not just men, women, wives, girlfriends, mums, dads, families, because it's International Men's Mental Health Week, but then people can help. Every woman, man, and every kid's got a dad, and so it's nice. I think it'd be a good day. 100%. Hopefully the weather stays good.
Will be.
Yeah, no, definitely. Get yourselves down. As you say, everyone can suffer, Jason. Not just men, but obviously you have certain days at all parts of the year. So if anyone that wants to come down, get involved, I'd certainly be there if I wasn't halfway around the world. Don't get me wrong. So yeah, it'll be a nice day. Get yourselves down there. As Jason and Frank said, they'll most likely be there. And if you don't want to talk football, you don't have to. But if you want to talk football to forget about other stuff, it's always there, isn't it?
And I think what I will just add a little bit of a boost to the club is that obviously it's East Thurrock Community Football Club. We're trying to do things in the community. Obviously we want our first team to go up and up and up and up. Women, men, kids. But at the end of the day, if we just do good things, I think that's a massive plus. I think we had the advent calendar thing this game, and I don't know the exact number, but we've got a couple of 100 advent calendars easy that are going to go to kids that otherwise wouldn't get them. And I just think little things like that, and it's not to impress anyone. I think we just want to do good things. I think that's nice.
Yeah. As you say, Jace, and we've always said, I know Jono mentions it a few times, community is before football in the name. Obviously, we're there as a football club. That's the main use. But we're there to give people an outlet and, help the community of East Thurrock, because certainly the 18 months, whatever it was, when the football wasn't there, it certainly left a whole lot on in my Saturday or Tuesday, whatever. So, it's good. It's all for a good cause. Great stuff. So get yourselves down on 29th if you can. Before we wrap up, we will just mention the Christmas party. So that's on the 6th of December, Jason, if I'm right.
Yeah, 6th of December. You can get your tickets from any committee member, and I'm sure if you ask anyone at a game who the committee members are, if you don't know, they'll point them out to you, because most of us are known by someone. So or go on the social media, messages, however you want to do it. It should be a great night. I think the last one was a really good night. Sure, obviously Michael's not going to be there this year, but I'm sure Frank, you'll be there, won't you?
I'm going to try and get there, mate. I'll do my very best. Yeah.
It's a great night. Get to have a song and a drink and a dance with the players, and it's a good night.
Yeah, that's quality. Get yourselves down there if you can. Last year was definitely one to remember. If it wasn't 4 o'clock in the morning over here, I'd probably say get me on FaceTime, but I might be sound asleep. But yeah, no, it'd be a good laugh. I look forward to seeing all the videos, and yeah, get your tickets and come and find out what it's about.
Quality.
Anything else, boys?
All good, mate.
Jace?
No, no, I think we're all good. I think everything's going good. Maybe too good in some places, but yeah, it's good. It's good.
It's a roller coaster that I don't particularly want to get off at the minute. It's I'm still on going for round 2.
Yeah,
definitely.
It sometimes feels like everything's meant to be, because I said this to Jono the other day, and like, you make your own luck, but we seem to be just getting everything's happening for us. Like, everything we do at the minute, touch wood, is working. So yeah, it's all good, and everyone's doing brilliant.
That's all we can do. We can just try. Terrible about the other club stopping, but wow, we've definitely created a beast, haven't we?
Yeah, we have. We've created something. I'm not going to say bigger and better, but
you never know.
It potentially could be bigger and better. I genuinely believe that. Genuinely believe it.
Time will tell. But anyway,
more sustainable, at least. That's the most important.
That's the plan. Exactly. Yeah. Helping different communities. That's the plan. But yeah, it's certainly a road that I don't want to get off anytime soon, and long may it continue, eh?
Yeah, let's do it.
Great stuff. Brilliant. Get yourselves down to the games if you can. Saturday and Sunday. As I say, the men's team are away 2:00. The men's first team, reserves are at home 1:00. And then the women are away 2:00 on Sunday. They'll be posted on social media for all the away addresses. But I think that wraps up another episode, boys. Thank you very much for coming on.
Yeah, brilliant. Thanks for having me on.
Lovely.
Yeah, it's been good. It's been a
nice one, lads.
Great stuff.
Care.
Cheers, boys.
Cheers.
Thank you very much,
boys. Cheers. See you later. Up the rocks.
Ciao, mate.